Okay, so I went ahead and I have attached the top zipper to the front panel, and I have attached the lining to the other, not the lining, the slip pocket side to the other side. And now we're going to do that for the back of the bag. So again, you've marked your 3/4 inch placement lines, and we're going to do the same thing. Line up your zipper right at that 3/4 inch mark. Your little tail should be sticking up so you're kind of even with the edge, like so. Put some clips in that, and then just clip it all the way across. Make sure it is even with the top edge of the back of the bag piece, and then just clip along. Now, this seems a little off here, so I'm off. Won't be the first time. So we're just going to come down a little bit more like so. Go this direction. Easier to clip it again than to sew it and rip it. Right? Right. Okay, that looks better. Okay, so we have our clip to our zipper tape, and I'll do a few more. And just make sure again that everything is aligned evenly with the top. And your zipper should not be tight, nor should it be loose. It should be just right. All right, so we're going to sew. Now this is the important part about not getting a wavy zipper. You need to sew with an exact seam allowance away from the tape. So we're going to use our trusty foot here, which is about 1/8 of an inch, and we're going to sew 1/8 of an inch to attach the lining, to attach the zipper tape to the exterior of the bag. So it's going to go all the way across. Take your time, keep it even, even, even. Make sure the edges stay aligned. If your zipper pull is in the way, just move it out of the way. And ensure this stays even. Like so. And if you want to do a quick check to make sure everything is aligned, you can go ahead and open up the bag like so, and just verify that your zipper ends are even. If they're not, now is the time for you to unpick and make them sew. But we got lucky, or it's just because we know how to do this stuff, right? It's not always luck. All right, so now we have attached the back. Oops, if I can get my, come on, Kelly. Okay, so now we're going to put the lining on top of this piece. In this case, this is the one that has a zipper pocket, because we want the zipper pocket to be in the front. So we're going to match up the edges. You've done this a million times, I know. It's like every bag really has the same components. It's basically a makeup bag, just in a different shape. But they do turn out pretty, and I do love this bag. Okay, so put your clips. Make sure everything is even on the top. So, if you have to come from the other side, just to ensure that everything is lined up nice. That looks good. Now we're going to sew this time exactly, use the edge of our foot against the seam, and that will give us a perfect 1/4 inch seam allowance. So we're going to start right here, 1/4 inch, back stitch, and then use your foot against the seam that you just sewed and don't let it move, just keep that exact, and you will find that your zippers will be less wavy. Okay. Again, move the zipper pull back to get it in place. All the way off the end, and back stitch. Give her a haircut. Now you can take a quick peek at your work and see that she is coming together beautifully. Your zipper is nice and flat. We all want a nice straight zipper, so that looks great. And then you want to just double check that your zipper is aligned. It looks good. So the next step is we're going to top stitch the exterior to the zipper with an 1/8 of an inch seam allowance using our Teflon foot. So I've attached my 1/8 of an inch Teflon edge foot, and we've increased our stitch length to 4.5, and we're going to stitch through the seam allowance but not through the lining. So let's go. And you might need a stiletto or something to get the edge foot over the little bump parts, or not. And just ensure that you are holding that seam allowance beneath it. And carefully go. Easy peasy. Keeping everything nice and straight and taut. And if you need to move the zipper out of the way, by all means. Go this way. And we have the first part of our top stitching completed. It looks beautiful. Now we're going to turn the bag this way. Proceed to the other side, ensuring everything is nice and flat. We have our seam allowance to the left. Zip it back up now. When you get to the zipper end, just kind of use your hump jumper or just go slowly over it. A couple of back stitches. And our hairy but beautiful top stitching is complete. So nice, pretty top stitching. Your zipper is nice and flat. We are on the home stretch. The next step will be just putting the sides together, sewing it up, and that will be it. So good job. We will see you back here.